Che, ah, tiene que ayudar.
Off we go. Let's play. Wanna play? Get out of here! Everybody stand back! My blade! Let's light it up! My blade! Coming to be!
Dirígete a la llanura de Bianco. Es acá. Supuesto esto nos va a desbloquear otra cosa. Ok. Es como si fuera una ova esto. La verdad, de la historia original. Todo es un abrir y cerrar de ojos de eso.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today? Huh? Let's
Se escuchan pasos, sí.
What the heck was that for?
Atacante reptil. Ah, es un samurái.
Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to come here.
Tranquilo, Paimon.
Here we go! Coming to be!
Me esquivo.
Feel the same power!
Yahoo!
Wow, ¿qué pasó?
So you don't have a vision after all. Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking
Tienes razón.
them. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's
¿Quién?
dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
¿Qué quieres de él?
That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here waving that weird sword.
Es un verdadero pata.
Even apologize.
Sí.
Obvio,
Obvio,
for
Paimon.
sure. No way, are we right? Paimon has a feeling though that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha, right? Oh, what kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other? Yeah. Maybe. Anyway, there's no time to lose.
Nada que ver. Hoy no tiene cierto sentido la Paimon.
Let's look for him there.
Ok, tengo que ir a buscar a Kazu. Ok, vamos a buscarlo. 400 metros. Ah, no. No hay nada, che. Mira, hay un cofre.
Here we go! Think think you can get away? I'm going in! Let's light it up! Here we go! I must leave no stone unturned. Ooh, wonderful.
A ver, ¿qué podemos cocinar acá? Tenemos carne. Vamos a cocinar esto. Asado, montaña y mar. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Ahora vamos a cambiar de... Sacaros. ¿Qué dice? Probabilidad de obtener datos especiales. Utiliza mucha crema batida, ¿no? De 10. Mira, manzanita, mucha manzana. Vamos a hacer este estofado. A ver. Bárbaro, che, en la mayoría de platillos cocina. Ah, tenemos que recoger acá. Lo que usa para levelear a Amber. Ah, también usa carne. ¿Esto? También. Y utiliza pescado también. Este utiliza jamón. Este tenemos que hacer más jamón, ¿no? A ver. Este jamón tenemos que hacer. Necesitamos este. Tenemos que hacer más para hacer esos platillos. Este utiliza mucho pescado. Tengo que recoger pescado nada más. Casi toda la mayoría de platos utiliza. Hamburguesa. Necesitamos pollo. ¿Esto qué es? Cóctel de macarrones de papa. Ah, choricín. Wow, muchas comidas te pide, ¿eh? Con carne. Estrellitas de loto, mira. Harina necesitamos. Estrellitas de loto necesitamos harina. Ya tenemos, creo, ¿no? Sí, mira. Ya tenemos la harina. Usa mantequilla. Vamos a cocinar. Ah, por fin, mira. Y Noel. De tanto farmear materiales, ítem, ingredientes y todo eso. Bueno. Vamos a seguir con esto.
Someone needs assistance.
Mío, cofre. Este nunca, la verdad que siempre me llamó como
I'll catch up.
a hacer ese cofre.
Brace yourself.
Ah, o sea, así. Va, tan simple.
Thank Barbados. Wait, yahoo!
Ahí jugamos con este de Heroes.
Leave it all to me.
Este es muy bueno también porque podés investigar zonas que no investigaste en la historia principal y podés farmear algunas cosas durante el camino.
Brace yourself.
¿Por qué? Ah, este es para agarrar algo.
Let's light it up.
Esa alga no sé para qué será, che. No sé si es para algún personaje de Inazo, ¿no?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Cangrejo. Vamos a abrir la...
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
¿Y esto? Ah, vamos a hacer para abajo.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Hey! Hello? Do you...
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh?
¿Dónde
Guess
se
he must have
mete
done something
el
impressive after. If it's because of that battle on Mizuchi Beach, Kazuha keeps to.
Oh, so you...
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocked. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, he was called away earlier by some people from. I thought they'd come to arrest him.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable. Thank you. Guess we'll go...
All right then. I'll just.
La comisión de Enrique. Ay, acá soy. Bien, por fin. ¿No? Intrigante.
Oh, it's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes. And for the Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed. In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths...
Claro, y es los recuerdos que vemos en el evento.
Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a... We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper.
Los Fatui estuvieron moviendo los hilos.
Made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma. The Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to...
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun. And, however, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without...
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more. And you will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty...
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would... Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara.
I sense some hesitation. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the...
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, also the Kaidahara
What? But that doesn't make sense.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a...
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very... But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me...
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious...
In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment.
Yikes! We nearly forgot...
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This puzzles me. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family. Based on techniques over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art. Focused on those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle.
All the more reason to watch your back. This...
Indeed.
A esto sí me le falta más que un tornillo. Le faltan todos los tornillos.
In that case, I will send some men
Ay,
to
Paimon le ponen todos los diálogos occidentales.
I must say, I am now very curious about this matter.
No
I will
puedo.
first join the traveler in investigating the one who attacked him. Then give you a...
Very well. Please stay safe.
Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Ay, me hizo reír. Ese tipo es muy peligroso y se falta los tornillos.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
hizo? Primera vez que veo una misión secundaria acá de Inazo. ¿Qué te da? Ah, te da experiencia, no sabes. Pide información a Ryuji. Gotcha.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price?
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my private...
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now.
Ha habido otro ataque o incidente
Similar
similar
incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But if anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault. In which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely...
Sí, pero los atacaron.
Oh, looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing... Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured. For the poor victim, this would be a...
Don't worry, we'll fight.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearless...
You flatter me. Truth be told...
You are much too humble. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't... Let me...
Al final si tenés información...
Sure. During times like...
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the
Amenoma. Now there...
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma's 2 grown men going missing at the same time. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished...
Understood. Though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have...
Sure, can't hurt.
Thank you, Ryuji.
Well, sounds good. All the better.
A ver, para. Quiero ver algo, ¿eh? Tenemos esto. Todo tipo arcónico, ¿no? Ah, es una espada de toma un arco. Tenemos esto que es un ámbar. Tras lanzar una habilidad definitiva, regenera energía elemental cada 2 segundos durante 6 segundos. Además, todos los miembros del equipo recuperarán un 4% de vida. Esto es más para soporte, che. Tiene pinta de ser soporte. Tiene pinta, ¿no? Dice energía elemental. Tras lanzar una definitiva. Causar una reacción otorga un 8% de bono de daño elemental durante 10 veces. Puede acumularse hasta 2 veces. Ese está bueno. Ganamos. Después de usar una habilidad aumenta el daño de ataque cargado. Puede acumularse hasta 2 veces. Y... ahora es esto, güey. Para espadas ligeras, 4 veces. La verdad que no me lleva ninguna la atención.
Yes, the Kaedahara after I returned to Inazuma. Let me quickly explain. The Raiden Goken techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Goken. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade.
So sad.
It is a great pity indeed. In the old days, as an example, the Amenoma art strives. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice. As for the art of the Kaedahara clan...
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony, for only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's...
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade.
You overestimate me. My action... But let's get back on topic. We hope to assist with the investigation.
Ah, yes. My nephew, he didn't say a word before he left. But I've done what I can so far.
We heard that there was a collector involved.
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went, I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato. After that, yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder... If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon.
Tan metido el fato.
Particularly interested in blade forging. But he is extraordinarily talented in martial arts.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's...
What? No. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with... Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain. But, with that said, I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced. Anyway, should you find...
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked.
Yes.
Ay, tantos días. No se puede pasar,
Let's pay a
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Encontraba un cofre, ¿sí? ¿No? Ahora. Ahí abajo hay un cofre. Ahí abajo. Ahí. Hay un cofre.
Here we go.
¿Quién se ha hecho?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we
No,
owe
no,
right
no,
now. My
huh?
husband has gone missing, and I'm...
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation.
Ah, I see. I
Eran
thought
recaudadores de
Death would come to
impuestos.
visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state.
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. With this in mind,
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a...
That's a long story. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthused everything was fine when we first got married,
Uh-oh.
he lost his sense of restraint. He started buying. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum.
Whoa.
and that led...
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with After I said those words, he froze and was silent for His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family? Had I not indulged his bad habits? And I also don't know if the next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire.
I see. Amin Omayuya came to purchase a weapon from...
At first, I assumed they must have got... But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so... I don't know. He just Perhaps he's too afraid... Even though as long as he's...
Please don't get upset. If collecting... But the information we gathered from the other side suggests...
A little confusing.
Let's try a change of scene. Rest assured, we'll notify you.
Thank you so...
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only assume the fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation... Do you have any thought?
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
Tal vez hubo una discusión durante la transacción y si provocaron el incendio para ocultar la verdad.
An interesting explanation. Amin Omayuya is an expert on... Maybe he recognized a blade as a fake, or a well-known stolen item. They thought a fire would destroy everything. But then but it's a far-fetched theory. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amin Omayuya is Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is the more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no, Amin Omayuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with...
Let's keep going. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Aminoma and Miss...
Okay, but...
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse.
Ok. Este está buena la historia, ¿no?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
El diseño de los personajes, la ambientación, todo eso. El tema artístico.
The dream of being number one.
Y sí, porque el resto me parece que era bastante repetitivo si lo miras a largo plazo, ¿no? Es una obra de arte, ¿eh? Mirá que bien está hecho. Se ve muy bien, ¿eh? En G4.
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief.
Now I'm picking up a strong...
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The indeed. But this we should remain vigilant.
Ya está, ya se reveló de dónde viene. La energía maligna, me parece.
So it's an underground...
The force is definitely the source of the Tatarigami energy.
Y no me digan que esto termine con una mazmorra.
Nagato said...
It could well be that he was already under the influence of... From what I've been told, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with.
So what should we do now?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move you needn't worry. Both of us.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire...
That was too scary!
All we can do now is keep searching in the two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's go. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly.
Sigue Laura para encontrar las críticas.
Really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Por acá, pues.
Let's play. Time for takeoff. Take cover! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Burst forth! Witness my great undertaking! Come into being!
Yahoo! Adventures, everybody, stand back!
Me imagino si se mejora más con ese desarrollo.
It's... By the looks of it, a letter. Written on a... Well, let's...
El gato fue herido por un...
According to this letter, a conflict. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato.
So,
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the... Yes, right, if Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately...
right. So let's get moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, for a practitioner of the martial arts, all the clues that at first seemed disparate, and I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not...
Wait, you figured it out?
I believe so. But it's something. On with the search. We must...
Wouldn't gliding be
Vamos a
faster?
agarrar estas vallitas de acá. Wow, me cae.
Brace yourself.
Va, como que no. Son un chiste de mal gusto.
Burst forth!
Here we go.
seems...
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense... Show yourself! It's no use hiding any...
Kaede Harakazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from
La vi, sí.
Problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Ame no Miyuya. But what if instead of facing Ame no Miyuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, it is giving off its... Whoa! Surely you don't...
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years. Or rather, as a means to occupy Ame no...
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me,
es una
he
espada
hopes and dreams.
que crearon en el clan, ok.
As a descendant of
Como
the
descendiente del clan, debes saber cuál es el
you should be able
mayor
to guess our
arrepentimiento de eso.
greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work.
O sea que esa espada le pertenece a
His skill,
Kazuya.
it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So... swords can become conscious and control people?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me
En
as a
aquella
mere
época la gente
blade,
no
a
confiaba en mi
sharp and
capacidad.
well-crafted one.
Solo
But
pensaba que era
all
una hoja
was
filosa y
an
bien forjada,
ordinary weapon.
la que le permitió tomar control de la situación.
After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my
Al
long quest
fallecer
to
el
return
creador,
to the
no puede
distant
la
land
mente
of
incontables
Inazuma.
portadores para abandonar
Moving
el
from what I seek but one thing, to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Ame no Miyuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take...
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Ame no Miyuya handed himself up at long last. I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Ame no Miyuya's body, I have found you. And by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun Kaede Harakazuha. You stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me! History!
Into the wind.
¿Quién más ha aceptado la habilidad?
Time to go.
Ya hace el golpe alto, ¿no? Está
One with wind and cloud. The wind moves.
Está muy buena la
Stand
verdad.
in my way, or I will strike you down too.
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost. I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take the end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from a...
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Ananome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition.
Are you trying to claim that on his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets? The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to...
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato...
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you find... Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in... You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long...
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from a...
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make... Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker... Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, how could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony?
Silence, you blabbering... I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection. It is pointless to argue further. Descendant of the Kaedahara clan, if you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward... I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your...
What? Surely you're not...
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blade. Once we have dealt with them...
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose...
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only way to save Amenome-yu. The cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and the power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions.
But...
Even if things take a turn, we have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing...
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agree now.
Kazuha?
I felt a little dizzy at first. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected. I will.
What should we do next?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, if a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of... If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base.
Sentí la mosquita.
What about Amenoma?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet.
Are we sure this is a good idea? Okay, fine.
Una mirada para probar la espada.
Let's play. Brace yourself.
Wow, escala rápido, ven, tío. No podemos subir con él. Ah, pero ya llegamos. Solo vamos. Tengo que subir al 20 y al 80.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
One with nature. Let's get down to business. Clouds high. The bear's calm. King strike.
Cuando cae así con la espada y hace ese poder, saca mucho.
The blade is performing largely as I expected. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not...
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather, let's keep going. Time to go. Let's get down to business. Time to go. Into the wind. Let's go. Today. One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Excelente combinación de poderes y habilidades.
I can sense that his strength is slowly. He cannot hold out much longer.
But what would that...
I will be careful with it. He's still trying.
Sigue adelante y yo hasta enemigos.
you okay? It looked like you were...
Yes.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance.
True form? What are you talking? This is the same blade as before. It looks like a piece of junk.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be... Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first formed. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I finally figured out what you wanted to reach a state of harmony with me, but regrettably we are nothing alike. I will never understand the only one who truly
Here they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming from? Yup.
Don't worry, it's just more of the... One with nature. Into the wind.
You fought way better with your own soul.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with...
But in this too, you have...
Indeed. No matter how hard too much time has passed. My physical state is poor. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi.
Actually, this is just a generic... Forging and maintenance are both important. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years. And we have skill, blade, determination, and desire. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been a Tatarigami as a malevolence from the ancient past, though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami...
I sensed it, but I couldn't...
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. I feel a great sense of regret for you. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who... You have known this for a long time.
He gave me everything. How could I... I said to him, do not worry.
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have...
Where are you going, Kazuha?
El Traveler la va...
He now
la va a
has
empuñar,
neither the
¿o no?
ability nor the motivation to cause...
Entonces, ¿quién lo...?
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was a bladesmith lay quietly on the bed. His frail, a newly forged blade lay by his side. Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, he spent the rest of his life in the forge. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but so he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly.
So that's what... After that, the blacksmith's intentions were...
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with... This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities. Yes. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, he seems to have calmed down.
When I look back at the past, I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes, but darkness and slaughter numbed the mind. Not only did I fail to fulfill...
You are finally seeing reality.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, but I still cannot bring myself to forsake. So, may I ask you...
Hey! Now you're adding yours?
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And my physical form as well.
His attitude... What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already, alas. Nor have I ever had. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. You are a fine warrior. I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. You must have plenty of reasons to...
Understood. Then...
I see. I utterly despise him and his actions. But if a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I do not wish to be a mere victim.
There's no need to worry.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this...
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. In any case, for a final...
¿Y esto cómo? Baja. Ah, guarda. ¿Y esto cómo, complicado que he hecho. Bueno, lo vamos a intentar más mejor. Voy a poner la marquita esa en el mapa. Sí, aquí. Vamos a poner la marca acá para saber más o menos qué hay. No le hizo nada.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, we still can't let our guard still. Even if... Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishii.
Successor of Amenoma art. Amenoma Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with...
It is my honor.
The wind knows time to go. One with nature. That hurts. Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike. The wind knows.
Tiene mucho AOE para el poder ameno. Debe salir una prioridad para potenciar a otros personajes cuando cambias entre los personajes.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken. In your hands, it seems he's regained a glimmer of his sense of savage cruelty has...
You also fought well. There are a few things that I shall leave.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. nor do I have the right to forgive you on your... It is too late for all...
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgression. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes, I too trust Mr. Kai.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want?
I'm not sure, but I...
Ah, pensé que me podía teletransportar, no se puede.
It's Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have troubled you.
A prized Ishin. But I have some good news as well.
Really?
Yes. Badly wounded, and now that Yuya is back...
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade
Yes. He said he wants to take control...
What? No way!
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his... I have decided... Thank you. Okay. I am ready.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness.
Soy forjar también.
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his very wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed
¿Cuál es el nombre?
yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's his consciousness will disappear.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It seems like deep down, he'd disapprove only in the final moments.
Seems like he really...
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his I understand. Perhaps this is hearing his wish to rival the divine, your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling after everything I've seen. Perhaps I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my...
Wait! Should have...
Oh, right. And it's also time to give...
Please speak to President Sombra. I'm just a helper.
The Tenryou Commission is all.
Wow, you sure can.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted by means of a series of fortuitous events. I was able, and so it looks like I will likely continue with. The Kaidahara clan has always been a family. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts.
You misunderstand.
I am aware, but I.
Very well, I can understand. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself.
Great.
Where will you travel to next?
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Una famosa espada forjada en el templo. ¿Qué? ¿La ganamos? Me está jodiendo que no tienen esa arma. Y debe ser de 4 estrellas, ¿verdad? ¿Cuál? ¿Dónde está? ¿Esta? No, esta. Acá está. Es esta, la espada de caso. Mirá, te den. ¿Qué arma? ¿Y cuál sería el arma de 5 estrellas para la persona? Al golpear un enemigo con ataque cargado se crea una ráfaga de viento constante que inflige un daño en agua, equivalente al ataque de aumento de su una chapón. ¿Cuál es el arma de 5 estrellas? ¿Y la espada esa que tiene? No, la libertad perdida de los vientos sagrados, la espada de 5 estrellas. Destellos de la oscuridad, dicen, enganchapón por 5. Y creen que es lo que utiliza la enanita. Estas son las armas de 5. Debe dar un montón de daño a las 5 estrellas. A ver. Con razón que la Noel le pega tanto. Bueno, vamos a dejar esto porque no sé. Ah, la de la isla, creo que sería la otra, ¿no? A ver, che, vamos a ver si lo. Hay como pequeños desafíos acá en este escenario. Misión. Che, no hay absolutamente nada, ¿no? No había tesoro porque no hay nada. Ah, acá mira dónde. A ver.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Brace yourself. Think you can get away? Let's light it up! I must leave no stone unturned. I'm going in!
Come to be. Moments of birth.
Ay, ese escudito de agua, como me cubro.
Come to be.
No sé si habrá algo por acá.
Yahoo!
Que no hay investigar. Me parece que allá podría ser. Ah, es esto. Pero esto ya lo repararon, ¿no? Parece que sí. Accionamos esto. Ah, mira vos. ¿Y ahora?
Brace yourself.
Bah, para eso, ¿no? Vamos a volar bien alto y vamos a ir para esa zona. A ver. Era por acá más o menos. ¿Y acá qué hay?
Here we go.
Y acá no hay nada. Por el momento. Y acá ya llegamos a donde estábamos antes, recién, así que no hay ni un cofre, nada, un símbolo, algo, nada. mazmorra tampoco. Cosita.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
No hay recursos tampoco. No hay nada, chico. Y volvemos otra vez a la parte inicial del mapa.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Solamente es para activar eso, ¿no? Los vientitos. Vamos a ver si por acá hay algo.
Let's light it up!
Yahoo! Yahoo!
¿Y esto? No, esto es para entrar, claro. No, me debe faltar algún lugar para investigar, che. Me debe faltar uno. Siguiendo con la bis, no sé, con esto. Acá sigue. Claro, estamos haciendo la búsqueda de share.
Here we go! Let's light it up!
Los resultados.
Adventure time!
Brace yourself. Yahoo!
Lista. Me parece que hay que hacer. Ah, no, pero sí que sigue por arriba.
Brace yourself.
Tal vez encontremos algo por acá.
Huh? Let's play.
Nos indica por acá. Ahí hay algo, mira. Más arriba. Ajá, mira vos. Vale. Ya está. ¿Cómo es? Es otro cofre y algo acá. Y hay otro mag.
Here we go. Thank Barbados. Wait.
Bien.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Vieja. No me deja accionar esto. Eso quiere decir que tengo que hacer esto. Y ahora ahora sí tengo la nota musical. Bien, hacemos esto. ¿Por dónde sale? Ah. Con razón me salió el disparo por otro lado. Bien, compra. Que nos dio el cofre, bro. Un chiste lo que me dio. Bien. ¿Traspasa el viento? Esa es la pregunta. Ahora. No.
Brace yourself. Yahoo! ¿Y hará peso? No. Sí, me da el suficiente tiempo como para poder. De 10.
Although it's not gold, it certainly glitters.
Mira, tenemos un desafío acá también. Tenemos un desafío, ¿no? Ahora vamos a marcar en la imagen. Para. Ahí está. Listo. Para next controller. Sí, por acá.
Let's play.
These plants look a lot like the ones we saw in the cave.
Ah, mira.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Ahí está. Ah, estaba cargando el objetivo.
The ship
Por
has
fin.
glacial spring water we're looking.
So, if you drink this, you can suddenly sing like an angel?
I should give it a try, if you're...
Oh, no. I'm terrible at singing.
Oh, Mona. I actually think you've got a sweet voice.
Oh, really?
Of course not.
Right.
Great. But
Okay, well, to re-enter the Mirage...
Ahora sí podemos volver. Menos mal que actualizaron con un parche. La planta parlante. Mira, acá tenés.
this is the glacial spring water you were looking for.
Ahora que estoy. Chincha rocía la flor con el agua malvada.
I'm feeling a lot better now. Think now. I'll send
Pasa
you
la mega
to
flor,
your
de fuego.
destination.
Entra al palacio de la música. ¿Ahora?
I'm going to lose my hat.
This...
What? It's
Wait, listen.
the reason the birds sing so.
Oh, so I...
You mustn't stay out so late.
Real?
Son los recuerdos de Shinhan.
To find somewhere she could sing.
How was I?
Get down from...
Ah, parece que había que hacer el acertijo.
Oh, Shinyan, your mother has asked me to teach you.
Quit making that racket by the side of...
Oh, these. That's it! Why are you not yelling back? What? And now you're laughing?
Sometimes it's hard to get mad when you hear the same thing 100.
What?
Auntie Jishang, how are you doing?
Oh, dear child, I've been waiting to hear from you.
Auntie, stop thinking about me.
Oh!
Oh my. Uncle Jew, little Jew.
What? That rascal is...
Oh, sorry, Uncle High. I'll move my stage someplace else. But your musical taste needs to evolve. Maybe you didn't know, but even the
What did you say? Is that true?
They're all gone. See? Knowing the right words to say and when to smile can solve almost any problem.
If that's the case, then what's your rock and roll spirit for?
My rock and roll spirit isn't something I just use to win an argument. That'd be a real waste. Rock and roll is a revolution. Transforming your identity and destiny, saying goodbye to concessions and cowardice, it does them all. And most importantly, it lets you do it with art rather than words. My rock and roll has an unbreakable spirit, like a flame in a rainstorm that refuses to go out, or the magma that... Let's go there.
What a great mindset you have. If anyone ever called me anything less than a genius, I'd be furious.
¿Y ahora?
Really? I'm not tempted to give it a shot. Anya is glaring at me.
Paimon, there's a difference between embracing the spirit of rock and roll and playing with fire.
To tell you the truth, I'm also starting to develop an interest in rock and roll.
Seriously? Oh, this better not be a joke.
No, I'm serious. Rock and roll's ability to cultivate such a strong will in people is an incredible thing.
Adventure time.
Mucha razón.
Hey, is that?
Another door. More. Let me handle it. Piece of cake.
Miss, your hair
Is that
your hair sticks out.
you're looking at it the wrong way? Your clothes, hair.
Really? But
Then you should ignore them.
I do.
What about your friend?
Well,
Well, then your friend.
okay.
No, I can't help myself.
So what?
Well, this hairstyle suits my music and my lifestyle. If people don't like it,
What about your friends?
of course they like it.
Your friends are nice to you.
Oh, hey now.
Little Lulu and little Mom. These kids are way too young.
No.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
See, now you're talking.
Y este fake, un recuerdo.
Off we go. Adventure time.
Vale. No puedo. ¿Cómo que no puedo escalar? No. Así tengo que dejar que se me acabe la estamina, ¿no?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Excuse me.
Are you looking for me?
Didn't you promise to meet little Faye at the docks?
Huh? Oh, that silly dum dum. A surprise gift. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Sí, está muy buena la cinemática, vamos a seguir un clavado del
Little
personaje.
Faye's waiting for you.
Oh, why is he so dumb? He ran off. You dum-dum, we were preparing a surprise gift. I'm sorry for being... No, I'm sorry. We didn't come to the docks to meet. Huh? We brought you loads of yummy lotus nuts. You guys.
It was all just a misunderstanding.
Well, sometimes that's just what friends do. If my friends had ditched me to play.
Is that a hint for us to...
No. I know.
Everyone? Paimon's hungry.
It's almost lunchtime. So, yep. Even though we're in a mirage, the one place I'll
Siempre tiene hambre. La Paimon.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Casi se cae.
Here we are. Please, come in. Make yourselves at home.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Oh, chair.
Huh? The lights aren't even on. And there's no one... Whoa!
Dun dun dun! Happy birthday!
What are you two doing? What?
Yunjin, it's your birthday.
You girls...
Huh? Come on now, what's wrong with that? Who says that being cute and innocent means you totally, Yunjin? Cool.
Alright,
Beidou needs to do so, here they are. As for my offerings...
Iron hair ties?
What's the problem? My gift is one of... I was skeptical.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can...
I'm not exactly... And then... No, let's not get into that. The food is getting cold. Let's eat. Wait, Xinyan, didn't you pick up a...
Huh?
Oh, yes, that's the one. They all...
It's fine.
Okay, look, 1, 2, 3.
My wish is...
Esto no es una especie de sueño. De repente entramos en un lugar y se pone a soñar esto.
Oh. What happened? Given that we are in a mirage... Paimon knows! Paimon knows! She ran into some of her... Yes, I heard all that. I know.
It's pretty interesting now that I think about it. When I entered the room, that actually happened in real life. They paid me a surprise.
Xinyan?
My wish was to perform with someone.
I wonder...
I've just figured it.
Oh, you already know.
However, before I tell you the...
¿Será el trap? ¿El concierto? Desobstruye la corriente. Ahora... Lo tenemos que ver con esto, ¿sí?
Would have gliding be faster? Yahoo!
Se vienen los slime.
Leave it all to me. Brace yourselves.
Off we go.
Ah, ahí está. Ahí tenemos el caminito ese elemental para poder seguir. Ahora, ah, mira. Ahí está.
Would gliding be faster?
Ah, ¿qué hice? Por favor, en serio. Ve. Ahí está. Y ahora.
Yahoo! Brace yourself.
Ah, así que había camino por acá.
Here we go.
Ya que me cojo.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Get out of
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Bien, ahora hacemos... Mira, acá yo te cojo. Bien. Bien, ¿cómo es ahora? Así.
Let's light it up.
Bien, y ahora. No sé ya. Bueno, vamos a cortar esto.